Hey guys, so this is my first vlog. Eek. I don't really know where to start. You guys don't really know me. Um, my name's Jess, but I also go by Dreamer448, as you can tell by the channel name. And, well, yeah, so this is me. Yeah, so I thought it would be appropriate for me to do one of those my first time vlogs, so you guys get to know me a little bit. And, yeah, so I got the idea from Crab Sticks, and yeah, so I thought it would be appropriate. Again, I'm repeating myself. Don't really know how to start these things, but yeah. So, sorry about the halo thing going on there. I'm not really an angel, it's just, you know, the light. Light. So, yeah, and I don't have the best camera, obviously. I'm just using my webcam. Yeah, so let's start. I've rambled on enough, so let's just start. So, my first crush. My first crush was a guy named Ben, and I don't remember a lot about him, but I remember I was, how old was I? I was 10, I think, and that's when the first crush happened. And he didn't like me, but his friend Connor did. And so I wasn't really interested in Connor, but you know, I was friends with Connor, so I didn't really make a big deal about it. So my first movie was Alice in Wonderland, the Disney animated version. And basically my parents would tell me that every time the credits started to roll on the video, yeah, because we used to use VHS back then. So every time the credits started to roll, I started crying until my parents would get up and rewind the tape and start it over. And this went on for, I don't even know how long, but I still love the movie to this day. My first date. My first date was actually Connor, the guy that had a crush on me, that was the friend of the guy that I had a crush on. Yeah, I ended up dating him for, you know, about a week. He invited me to his birthday party. He was really sneaky about it. He didn't even ask me on a proper date. He just was like, yeah, do you want to come to my birthday party? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. We're friends, so why not? So I went to, my phone always likes to interrupt me. I should have put it on vibrate. Yeah, should have put it on vibrate. So yeah, he invited me to his birthday party, and I get to his house, and there's nobody there, and I think, oh, okay, so I must be early. He didn't invite anybody, just me. Great, right? Awkward. So, yeah, so then we had cake. I gave him a present. I think I bought him a gift card to, like, some place. I don't know. Honestly, I was 10 years old, and my parents probably bought the present. My first job was Bonnie Togs. It's a children's clothing store. I don't have much to say about that. I didn't love the job, to say the least. I just didn't want to work there anymore. Simple as that. They kept giving me more hours, and I told them, like, look, like, this is the maximum amount of hours that I can take on at this time, and they just didn't comply, so I said goodbye. Comply, goodbye. My first memory. Probably playing with Kelly in the backyard. Yeah. Just playing. I had this jungle gym thing in my grandparents' backyard, and there was a horse swing, and she and I used to fight over it all the time. And one day it got to the point where we actually broke the horse. The head just came flying off. It was very, godfather, to say the least. So we were really sad, and then we decided to have a funeral for the horse head, and we buried it somewhere in the backyard. And my grandparents still live at that house, and I have no idea where we buried it. No idea. Um, my first CD was Backstreet Boys Millennium. Yeah, I was a huge Backstreet Boy fan, hardcore Backstreet fan. I still am. I just went to a Backstreet Boy concert at the beginning of August. It was great. All these memories. I cried like a baby. A hungry, angry baby. But I wasn't angry or hungry. I was a little drunk. First friend. Okay, well, this is easy. Kelly, the girl that I was telling you, my first memory, she was my first friend. She moved in next door to my grandparents, and I was over at my grandparents a lot. Me and my family, my mom and my dad, would go over every weekend and spend the weekend there, and I got to play with Kelly every weekend, and it was great. She was 2, and I was 1, or she was 3 and I was 2. Regardless, we're still friends now. We've been friends ever since, and that's crazy, I know. Who's friends with somebody that long, but we're still friends. Somehow, we put up with each other. First kiss would have to be Jonathan. Sorry, there was a time when I lived with my mom's mom and her sister for a little while with my mom and my dad. I went to the school that was right across the street, and there was this guy named Jonathan, and we just really hit it off because I get along better with guys. I'll just be very open about that. I have more male friends than I do female friends, and yeah, and then I remember at lunchtime, nobody would be around because everybody was in the choir. And for some reason, I wasn't in the choir, which is weird because I love music. He and I were like the only people not in the choir. And we used to hang out for the rest of that lunch period I think it was Tuesday. And we just hang out and have a good time. And eventually it led to a little bit more, and he kissed me. First celebrity crush. Okay, I know a lot of you are going to judge me. Michael Jackson. Yes, Michael Jackson was definitely my first celebrity crush. I was obsessed. I would listen to all his music, I would dance, and I would sing along, and I'd tape everything that was on TV with him in it, and yeah, and you know what? Yeah, and and then after that, really, after Michael was Nick Carter. That's when the Backstreet obsession began and never ended. And then after that, there was tons. There was like Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there was Roger Federer. Still love them. There was Tommy Lee for a while, hence the Tommy Lee picture back there that I painted. There's more. You know what? I'm not even going to explain it. And then there was Johnny Depp, of course, and gosh, there's so many. First boyfriend, first real kind of boyfriend was Jonathan. And that didn't last long either because I ended up moving again. I moved a lot when I was little. I saw him years later. We were at the corner store, my aunt and I, and we were just like getting snacks because we were watching movies that night, and he walks past me and I recognized him right away. And he looked at me for a second and then he left. And then about 2 minutes later he comes back in and he's like, "Do I know you from somewhere? Are you so-and-so's cousin?" And I'm like, "No." So I just let it go. No point in being like, "Yeah, we actually dated. Yeah, for a while. And yeah, you just don't remember me. That's great." Yeah, I didn't make a big deal about it. I should have. He still owes me $20. First concert. Yeah, it was Backstreet Boys. Yeah. I went to Millennium, 1999, November 11th. I still have the ticket somewhere. My aunt actually took me, and she turns around at me. She turns around and looks at me, and she's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "I'm just so happy." Yeah. I'm gonna cry now? No, I'm just kidding. My first video was again with Kelly. She was in her first year of high school, and I was still in my last year of elementary school. And she would come over every day after school, and and we would just record videos just for fun. Sometimes we'd be like lip syncing, and we created a video called the Boom Boom Part, which is still on my YouTube channel. So I'm not going to say much about that. You can just check it out if you want. But my first pet was a cat. I named her Pretty because I thought she was pretty. Creative, I know. But I named her Pretty, and then she ran away. And I never saw her again. Now I have a dog. Big German Shepherd. I love him. It's my little doggles. Fear. First fear. Clowns. They terrify me. Even to this day, they fucking terrify me. There's something about them that they just scare me. First text I sent this morning had to have been to Rebecca because I was going to see her today. I saw her, and I texted her because, it's not important. First physical fight, well, when I was in grade 4, I kind of beat up a bully. Does that make me a bully? I'm not sure. But this guy, he pushed my friend, and he used to tease tons of people, and I just had enough of it. So I took matters into my own hands, literally. Comment below, and let me know what you think. If you have any more questions for me, if you have any video suggestions, let me know and I'll make them. Oh, I guess I have to tag a couple people. I'd like to tag Dan Is Not On Fire, because I don't think he's done one of these. I know a few YouTubers have, but he hasn't, so get on it. Same with Amazing Phil. He hasn't done it, so I'm tagging you too. And my good friend Andrew Williams, just because he's epic. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do your thing. Bye, guys. Yeah, that's gonna be cut.